Hello, let's listen about minor Xeno's race of Warhammer 40,000 called Saruthi. The Saruthi are an intelligent alien race who are native to a small interstellar empire in the Milky Way Galaxy bordering the Helican subsector and centered on the world of 56 I-zar. The Saruthi and their worlds possess a lack of symmetry as a result of chaotic mutation that is unnerving to any human who views it. An interesting feature of the culture is their apparent lack of space travel, as they rely on interplanetary warp gates they call Tetragates that are very similar in function to the Eldar's Webway system. History. At the time of the Age of Strife, the Saruthi inhabited over 40 star systems centered on their homeworld of 56 I-zar, including the subsequent human colony world of Damask. They encountered and dealt with humans fleeing Terra with a copy of the Necroteuch. When this chaotic tome was translated into a form the Saruthi could comprehend, exposure to it irreversibly corrupted their minds, their culture and the physical forms, leading to the collapse of their empire in a civil war. This influence can be seen in the mutational deformation of the bodies and the disturbing asymmetry of Saruthi artifacts, such as the carvings unearthed by the human settlers of Damask. At the time of the so-called affair of the Necroteuch in the late 300s of 41st millennium, contact with the Saruthi was prohibited by the Imperium of Man. The heretical Glor family made clandestine contact with the Xeno's race in an attempt to recover a human-readable copy of the Necroteuch, but the conspiracy was broken by the Inquisition in the person of Gregor Eisenhorn. The Saruthi homeworld of 56 I-zar was subsequently subjected to Imperial military assault and exterminatus. No further contact between humanity and the Saruthi has been reported. Saruthi physiology and culture. Five-limbed, with physical resemblances in human eyes to both arachnids and crustaceans, they have no optical or auditory features, no eyes and ears, but the sense of smell and taste are much more developed by human standards. The skin is grey and wrinkled and the bodies are asymmetrical, a mutational legacy of their association with the Terran tome of chaotic lore called the Necroteuch. Their limbs terminate in metallic calipers which can perform manipulations or grip stilts to add to their height, a Saruthi cultural affectation. Their faces are oblong, lacking any sensory organ save for several olfactory openings. Saruthi perceive their environment through smell and taste, and they have thus developed a fundamentally different view of the universe to species that possess vision in any frequency of the electromagnetic spectrum. They have been observed performing a number of unusual feats, such as twisting their limbs into humanoid faces which can communicate with humans, or projecting deadly energy of an unknown origin resembling lightning discharges. A smaller, paler variant of Saruthi, who do not use tools, seem to coexist with the normal Saruthi, although it is not known if these beings are another gender, a subspecies, a slave caste, a combination of these or something else entirely. Saruthi cities are enclosed and from the outside resemble giant spiral shells. The Saruthi are able to create portals through the warp and artificial environments within the warp, known respectively as Tetragates and Tetrascapes, which allow them to inhabit a space outside the physical universe in the immaterium and to travel interstellar and interplanetary distances with no need for starships. Whether this technology was derived from studying the Necroteuch or was developed independently is uncertain. Eisenhorn investigation. During an investigation carried out by the Inquisitor Gregor Eisenhorn into the whereabouts of a powerful tome of chaotic knowledge called the Necroteuch, Eisenhorn made contact with these Xenos on the colony world of KCX-1288. The Saruthi Eisenhorn met used two of their hands to form a human face, which was fully capable of speech. In addition, they are able to shoot ice blue bolts from a corona of electric blue energy around their head. Saruthi blood is a grey ichor and they stand around 2 meters tall, have about twice the mass of a man, and possess 5 appendages, placed in a seemingly random order across the body. They often use silver stilts as a cultural item, which adds a further meter to their height. At the time of Eisenhorn's visit, the entire system was self-destructing, its ancient star beginning to lose its molecular cohesion. The star system was strewn with debris, asteroids and clouds of deadly radiation. The third largest planet in the system was being used by the forces of chaos under the renegade Inquisitor Oberon Glor as a meeting place with the Saruthi. The planet was as ruined as the rest of the system. A gaping wound in its crust led to an entry into the Tetrascape where the traitor Inquisitor rendezvoused with the Saruthi. It was here that Eisenhorn and his group of allies managed to destroy the Terran copy of the Necroteuch, along with killing the champion of chaos Mandragore of the Emperor's Children Traitor Legion and Oberon Glor himself. The end. Thank you for your time. If you enjoyed this audiobook, leave a comment and like. Visit my Facebook, Blogspot or Patreon. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.